So, a few days ago, Pennsylvania hunters got hit with some interesting news. Surprised me. A proposal to make deer firearm season earlier. Now, the more and more I think about this, the more and more I'm against it. So to be clear, whoever sees this video, and hopefully somebody from the PGC, like a commissioner, sees it, for the record, I am 100% against the idea, and I'm going to cite several reasons why. I sent them a letter to the commissioner email. Hopefully they read it. Hopefully all of them read it. And I hope a lot of people send letters, emails, call, flood them. Because I feel like there's no science behind it. There's no social research behind it. I honestly don't know what's behind it. Once in a while, I think the Game Commission has some good ideas, like the Sunday hunting was a good idea. I think it had a lot of support. But let me talk about why I think this proposal is just flat out bad. So, once again, I'm against the proposal for making the firearms deer season earlier. And this is why. The Saturday opener after Thanksgiving just makes sense. And there are a lot of traditional guys, and a lot of folks don't know or never looked into it. I don't know, but I hear people saying that we need to go back to traditional Monday. There was no research. There were no surveys asking hunters what they did think. And I'm going to put it in the links below the video. There was a 2022 survey, at least they claim to have done it, by the Pennsylvania Game Commission that shows 50-some% like the Saturday opener, and somewhere around 12% really don't care Saturday or Monday. And there was roughly a quarter of hunters who were surveyed that said they want to keep the hunting season on a Monday, like tradition has been for like 50, 60 years. Now, I think the Saturday after Thanksgiving is a compromise. And let me tell you why. I teach public school, and traditionally students have Mondays off, at least here in Western Pennsylvania. And I would imagine a lot of other counties in the state, probably most of them. And they have Mondays off. And I have a hunting club in school where I talk to kids constantly about hunting, the ones that still hunt. In the last 20-some years, the numbers have declined. And that's part of the problem. And I'm witness to that. I live it for a fact. I know that the number of hunters in the youth ranges have declined. And for the people who don't understand, at some point, if we don't address that, you're not going to have people coming up into the ranks. And I don't know where hunting will go. And there's a lot of reasons why people aren't hunting, but nonetheless, it has to be addressed. And the whole traditional idea, starting on opener on a Monday, I understand that too. I've been hunting since I was a little boy. Before I could carry a gun, I went along. I love it. Can't think of something I'd rather do. If I could make money hunting, I'd make money hunting. But it's not that easy. But I think the Saturday opener after Thanksgiving is a compromise, really, because you get more kids in there, and that was the goal. They're off Saturdays, they're off Sundays from school, plus they get a Monday. So they can hunt 3 straight days. 3 straight days. When I was a little boy, I never hunted 3 straight days in a row. Never. People may have differing opinions on that. That's okay. But that's my opinion, and I'm stating it. So Saturday opener after Thanksgiving, it makes sense. It's a compromise between tradition after Thanksgiving and just a couple days sooner. It gives youth, and it's addressing the youth, 3 straight days in a row to hunt. Now, the Game Commission cited on their little video that I watched, I don't even know what the podcast is called, but they cited that, well, we're going to give college kids, and I already addressed the school kids from high school through elementary, We know they have Mondays off. We know what their Thanksgiving break schedules are. Most schools don't let out until Wednesday for kids K through 12. For the college kids, from the research that I've done, and I've checked Penn West, their calendar for this past 2025 Thanksgiving, their last day of school was Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So they went to class Tuesday. They were off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, always off Saturday and Sunday, and they went back Monday, right? So the idea that you're going to start the season a week earlier on a Saturday doesn't really make any sense, because the college kids are still in school for another Monday or Tuesday. So they would have to take a day off if they wanted to hunt Monday and Tuesday, or have a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whatever the case may be. They're still in school. Most breaks, if you look at campuses across the state of Pennsylvania, fall in that Tuesday area. I know of Penn West, that's Clarion, IUP, and California University of Pennsylvania, what they used to be called. That's Penn West. This past season, 2025 Thanksgiving break started, the last day of class was Tuesday, the 25th of November. Okay? So that assumption is false. They don't get off, and making it earlier is not going to help them. All right? So third thing, season overlap. I was thinking about this, talking. So if you make gun season earlier for whitetails, then that means bear season's pushed back. So I looked on the PGC website, and I looked at when bears, sows who were pregnant that mated June, July of that year, going into that fall, they start denning up mid-November. Does it really make sense biologically to have the season start in the middle of November when they just start denning up? Why not keep it? We talk about tradition. I'm for some tradition. Why not keep the bear season where it is, the week before buck season starts, and keep the buck season, or the rifle deer season, firearms, whatever you want to call it, the weekend after Thanksgiving? We don't want to harvest too many sows that are pregnant. That would probably have a serious adverse effect on the young. I mean, you're talking, sometimes these bears have 3, and they could probably have more, but 2, 3 bear plus the mother, you shoot the sow, 4 bear, gone, right? So it just doesn't, to me, make sense biologically. Then there's the overlap. It moves turkey season around. There's small game seasons, and like it or not, there have been more, and from what I've read and what I've looked into, there have been more archery licenses sold than ever in the state of Pennsylvania. And people like archery season because it's warmer. They like the challenge. And now that they allow crossbows and not just compound bows, you have more kids involved. You've got adults that otherwise maybe wouldn't, because everyone knows if you're shooting a compound bow or a recurve bow, if you don't practice, it's not going to work so well for you. You sight in a crossbow, like it or not. Once it's sighted in, you aim just like you shoot a gun. And if you're a good marksman with a gun, you're probably going to be a decent marksman with a crossbow, as long as you keep within a reasonable range, right? And you're reasonable about it. It's probably not like a gun exactly, but when you're shooting a crossbow, you've got a scope on it. You're aiming like a rifle. Obviously, there's a big change in how far you can shoot and things like that. So you still have to be conscious of range and things like that. I understand. But people love the archery hunt. It starts in October, at the beginning of October, and now going, I think, what was it, last year? It ended on the 19th or the 20th. So why interfere with that? Why interfere with archery season? Why interfere with turkey season, fall turkey season? Why interfere with small game? And why interfere with, well, for biological reasons, give the sows a whole week to den up, which eliminates a large number that would be out there when you're hunting bear. and it's good science, it's good biology. You just don't want to decimate the bear population. We've come so far with bear. We're one of the greatest hunting areas in really North America for black bear, the size of bears that we have and the numbers of bears that we have. I think it's going well. So I guess you could sum it up and just say, if it's not broken, why fix it? There's no fix needed. My question is to the PGC commission, why? Where did the proposal come from? And did they ask us? Because last time I checked, I didn't get asked the question. So this seems out of the blue, and the people that I talked to, they seem to be caught off guard. I talked to a game warden just the other day, and they weren't, the proposal wasn't even released to them before it was released to the public. So they were sort of caught off guard. So I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I have some other notes here. See if I got everything in that I wanted to get in. I think so. So once again, the proposal for the deer firearm season, I'm against it. Keep it the Saturday after Thanksgiving. It's a combination of tradition and some new stuff added. You got the Sunday hunting. It gives school kids really and that's what we're targeting. Well, once you get into college, if you like to hunt, you're going to hunt. And you've got schedules. And they don't understand. They act like they've never gone to college. I know these people are educated on the Game Commission board. You've got a lot of time on your hands sometimes when you only have 1 or 2 classes a day. You can hunt in the morning, hunt in the evening. You can make time if you really like it and you want to hunt, right? And look, we're a serious hunting state. They have to listen to what we say more often. And I hope everyone just sends emails and messages and everything, because I don't think this is a good idea. I really don't. So if you agree with me, pass this on. Pass it on to everybody in the state. They're meeting. This is a proposal. I don't think they vote on final things until spring. So let our voices be heard. It's our right. We fund a large portion of wildlife management in this state, and it's, throughout the country, other hunters in other states, nationally. We're the driving force. We have to be heard. So pass it on. Whether you agree or disagree, put something in the comments. That's all right. Keep it civil. We're having conversations. That's what we're built on, the country that we live in. I almost forgot one more thing. I read the proposal. I think they're talking about taking away the second spring gobbler tag. Yeah, that's rough. I like it. But if they could show me biological evidence as to why it should go, I might get behind it. I'd rather see them close the day at noon like it used to be traditionally. And people who like tradition, I'm for closing the day at noon for spring gobbler. Let me keep my second tag. I'm just a little, I don't know what to think sometimes when they just throw out these proposals like this. It shouldn't be just, I'm going to send out a proposal in January and then we're going to vote on it 4 months later in spring. Give us some time to think about it, to talk it over. I don't think 4 months is enough. I mean, this is a big time hunting state. You want to talk about top states. Pennsylvania's one of them. But pass it on. Let's get a conversation going. The meeting starts January 24th. I think that's Saturday. Today's Monday. So we have several days and we can talk about a lot and get a lot talked about and passed on in those days. So voice your opinion. Thank you.